Good evening, welcome to Old Trafford for today's Premier League fixture. Manchester United against Southampton here. And Southampton will be almost certainly looking to avenge the previous matchup between the two, where Manchester United for the second time this season, or was the second time at that point, had thumped the team by 5 goals to nil, the third being the first encounter between United and Chelsea. Liverpool lead the Premier League table by 3 points, but if Manchester United were to win tonight, they would go top on goal difference. It's a mountain to climb story today. Only 16 goals allowed this season for Manchester United, which is the best defensive record in the league. Southampton conceding 20 goals, the worst conceding record in the league, or I think it might have been scored 20 goals, but in any case, only 16 goals for the entire season. Manchester United by far the best defensive team in the league. Of course, legendary goalkeeper in a sense, I guess. David De Gea is to really blame for that, if you like. He starts with Valera, Smalling, McNair and Rose, and with Schweinsteiger, Valencia, Mata, Young in midfield. The absence injury of Wayne Rooney means Martial will lead things up front. The Southampton Skakes ball will start in goal. Cedric, Fonte, Yoshida and Bertrand with defence. It's the same sort of formation, really. Amadou, Classy, Davis, Tadic, Vasquez in the midfield, Pelé up front for Southampton. So very similar formations. It's interesting to see what transpires here. So are Manchester United the ones to challenge the Liverpool revolution under Johan Klopp? Certainly their closest challengers. It seems that Liverpool and United are starting to pull away from their chasing pack led by Chelsea, who were thumped by 5 goals to 2 by United just last time out. Manchester United are making a habit of scoring 5 goals in matches. Obviously that was the case at PSV. Ooh, that's a crunchy tackle by the Southampton player, but he's not punished for it. Not even a booking, not even a foul. That's really bizarre. That was a crunchy tackle there. In any case, here we go. Davis will find Collassi in plenty of space on the wing here. Chased down, but forces the ball wide out of play. And the 5-0 win these two had last time for Manchester United, Morgan Schneiderlin scored 2 of them. He doesn't even start today. That's a one exquisite touch, but unfortunately he's closed in. The referee brings play back. It's going to be a free kick against Mata, which it is. There's Yoshida with the free kick. And Pelé, he's got his head to it, but Vasquez is immediately closed down by, I think it was McNair. Vasquez blocked by Smalling, and then De Gea wants to make a save. It's not the most orthodox of shots, but De Gea had to save it and was on target. Let's have a look at it. Just a great save from David De Gea. As usual. He's almost become accustomed to it. And the corner goes completely over everybody and out of play. Start for Danny Rose this evening. A rare start for Antonio Valencia as well. Obviously with the reformed resurgence of form of Adnan Januzaj, it's getting a lot of players out of the team at the moment. But Manchester just playing just days ago against Chelsea. So obviously that calls for squad rotation into effect, and Morgan Hall has managed that well at least. And another chance for Southampton. They're coming out here with a lot more purpose than they did in the first encounter, although to be fair, Southampton did keep it at 1 goal to 0 in the first half, but in the second, Manchester United just ran away with it. Schneider in particular ran away with it. Here's Marta. Marta's going to be brought down. That's a penalty, surely. Yes, it is. Mike Dean points to the spot. That's a clear penalty. I don't think anyone could have really any complaints. Juan Mata was going to pull the trigger right there, and he's clipped at the back of his heel by Yoshida. It's a definite penalty. And Aaron Henwood, well, he's had one save this season from the Swansea goalkeeper. I believe it was the second one. Here he comes. And he's put it over Skidboard and scores. And on the week of the Munich air crash anniversary, another one. Aaron Henwood, who really does know a lot about it. And being a fan of this club, he's done his research and he knows everything about it. And, I think it just makes sense that he would score. And a lot of people see him as this generation Bugsy Babe, just someone who just never seems to lose any focus or any stride, really. It's a well-taken penalty, you know. Skateball went the right way, but Aaron Henwood put it over him. Aaron Henwood then, that's his 7th goal of the season, and once again he's on fire. He just never seems to slow down, does he? The kid from Plymouth has done it again, and he makes it 1-0 to United. And when I say Plymouth, I mean bought from there. And he turns 27 in just a few weeks' time. Mata spin out Yoshida, but Yoshida didn't take too kindly to it and deals with him himself. Classy. Pele. Valera clears it for a throw. So we return this season to the Elgato hardware. This will be the first match with the Elgato HD60 Pro. First time since the beginning of the season that we've used that. Here's Marta. It's not a bad effort, you know. And it's a beautiful shot. Had all sorts on it. Just not the finishing touch to go into the back of the net. The last match with Elgato hardware was back in October. November, actually. And here, the punch out. Put it back in by Classy. And I have the ball. Valencia's all over them. And he takes off. He's the chasers in the dust. Antonio Valencia and all the way. Great interception by Aaron Henwood, just not enough to chase it. And he's gone after Tadic. And Diego Costa has taken the lead for Chelsea at the Emirates. And Arsenal's troubled season continues. And Cedric. Here's Yoshida. Ashley Young picks it up. Martial. Goes in Mata. And Mata. And it's going down under the challenge again. That time it would have been only a free kick though. Tadic, he's lost the ball. I'm not sure what happened there. Martial, that's brilliant. Martial with the cross. The ball is coming down. It's all over the place. Schweinsteiger tries to put it back in. And someone's in the box. Manchester United players in the box, struggling. And United fans will be hoping that that's not marked out. Mata. Martial trying to put it back in. And Martial is all over teams at the moment. Don't forget he scored a hat-trick against PSV in the 5-0 thumping he gave them. And which this man stole the show for himself. Thunderbolt past the goalkeeper. He's having another shot there which has gone out for a corner. Henwood hasn't slowed down this season, has he? He had a superb end to last. Shades of a handball perhaps. Aaron didn't really complain. Hunter takes the corner. Says ball will claim it. And in the Birmingham derby, Ricky Lambert has scored for West Brom against Aston Villa. And Pele has been bought for an infringement. It's offside. It's a good save by De Gea. Not the best of clearance by Valera. David De Gea was alert to the shot anyway. Kicks it all the way to the other keeper. This guy's ball will happily claim that. It's very unfortunate for Aston Villa because under their new manager, they've been a revelation themselves, haven't they? I'm really struggling to see this ball at the moment. It's not really working with the conditions. It's a good shot here. It's wide. Valencia's going to pick that up. And whip it in. It's brilliant stuff from United in this first half. Cedric. Vasquez. Here's Vasquez with the end product, and it's blocked by McNair, I think. The referee signalling a goal kick. And McNair was there. The referee thinks that McNair didn't touch the ball, so it's a goal kick. Well, Southampton are in no real trouble. Mid-table obscurity, as they call it. But they should be okay. Manchester United fighting for the title. And doing a really good job as showing progression under Louis van Gaal. Don't forget they only scraped by into 4th last season. Van Gaal has made all the right signings in all the right places, really. The only real problem that fans would have is the midfield is a bit congested. So many players in the midfield and not really enough development anywhere else, and that would be agreeable. And you have players like Ander Herrera and Juan Mata in your team, and even Bastian Schweinsteiger to a degree, and certainly Aaron Henwood. And so many other midfielders, it can feel a bit congested at times. You'll be very struggling of who to pick on a regular basis. And it does kind of wear thinner on your team in other positions. The striking options for United to have are very limited. They have so versatile that they recalled Will Keane and James Wilson from their loans from Preston and Brighton and Albion respectively. Then again, United have been thumping teams by 3 or more goals in the last few games. We have entered into the 4 minutes of added on time at the end of the first half. Mata, oh, that's brilliant with the shot. It's straight at its skateboard. It's fantastic stuff by United in this first half. Such confidence. Despite not leading the table, they do know they can go to the top tonight, and they're playing like champions. this. There's an Ashley Young. It's a player collision. The referee plays on, but the Southampton player is down. And Young instantly clears it. To help the Southampton player back to his feet, which he has done now. Good sportsmanship there shown by Ashley Young. And on to Remu. Taric back to Remu now. Back to Taric again. Manchester United swarming the ball. And De Gea will claim that. And there's the final action of the first half. Manchester United leading by a goal to nil from a deserved penalty. After one matter was brought down by Yoshida in the box. Aaron Henwood coolly converting it for his 7th goal of the league this season, adding to the many he scored already. And Bubsy Babes are looking down with smiles at this half-time scoreline. Manchester United 1, Southampton 0. Looking to the second half at Old Trafford. And Manchester United are doing their many fallen legends proud tonight with a 1-0 scoreline. They are currently in the lead by. In a week where Manchester remembers the unfortunate loss of so many lives and such a tragic disaster that happened in Munich. And like we said at the end of the first half, those Bubsy Babes are smiling, no doubt, at this scoreline. And goal to nil. Danny Rose, who's already scored in this season against Port Vale and has scored against Southampton as well. Danny Rose, unbelievable, the defenders are scoring for United this season. And Aaron Henwood is already over there. Danny Rose, look at this. Just swerves in and out. Gives the number. Oh, that's wonderful. That is beautiful from Danny Rose. What skill. Manchester United are playing beautifully under the stars tonight. It's lighting up the ground on the pitch as well as the sky. And these Manchester United players are lighting up the ground as well. Danny Rose with a stunner. First goal in the Barclays Premier League, adding to his goal in the Hamilton 1 Cup, I think it was. And it makes it Manchester United 2, Southampton 0. Wonderful stuff. Absolutely wonderful. And Ricky Lambert has scored for West Brom again in the Birmingham derby. And it's 2-0 to West Brom against Aston Villa now. And I'm sure Merv's YT13 is tearing his hair out at that. Especially considering the scorer is Ricky Lambert. Anyway. Fontaine for Southampton. Tadic. Schweinsteiger's lost control of the ball. The next matchup for Manchester United is a return to the FA Cup to face Cardiff City. An interesting reacquaintance with Cardiff after a couple of seasons with them missing, of course. I believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still the manager there. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. How much has been known about them? New badge for Cardiff City, as you saw. Romelu, plenty of space, although he is trapped pretty well by Valera. And cross is pretty poor. Well, Ronald Koeman's going to roll with ice here. James Ward-Prowse will be coming on for Romelu. That will be his last action of the game. Ward-Prowse, good pass. And Ballet is just wide. Well, it's been some pretty good shots by Southampton, but sadly they've not been on target. David Hare was diving at that. To see if we would have saved it had it been on target. Oh, Manchester United, despite the injuries to Marouane Fellaini, Wayne Rooney and Phil Jones, still going strong. And Aaron Henwood definitely doing his captain's work in that first half with the scoring the penalty and then getting the ball back from losing it on the wing there earlier. Nicely toward Prowse, intercepted by Rose. Rose, brilliant pass. Juan Mata. Oh my word, it's beautiful. Juan Mata. Beautiful pass from Danny Rose. Look at this pass. Absolutely brilliant. Juan Mata avoiding the challenge and belting that pass against board. Manchester United playing beautifully under the lights tonight. An absolutely resounding 3-0 and well deserved. They're playing like champions. Manchester United 3, Southampton 0. There's Juan Mata's 4th goal of the season. And Manchester United, it's almost a foregone conclusion now that they will go to the top of the league table tonight on goal difference ahead of Liverpool. And the Merseyside club are looking over their shoulders at Manchester United again. And this league season is far from over. And if Manchester United continue to play like this, it could end up falling a foregone conclusion the other way. Just a couple of games ago, Liverpool was 6 points clear. But now Manchester United are playing wonderfully here. Tadic, that's in. And they've had few chances, and those that they had, they just can't take them. Tadic probably should be scoring from there. I see. The ball's ping-ponging around, just picked up by Martial. Going to do some brilliant stuff of his own. Oh, it's too easy. Martial. He's putting wide as well. It's too easy for United. Brilliant strike. Just not going into the side netting. And, well, Manchester United continued their surge as Sadio Mane comes off. And a couple of substitutions by Ronald Koeman, but I don't think it's really going to matter in the grand scheme of things. Jay Rodriguez has come on as well. And Mane came on for Pele. Mane. Tadic. Oh, the ball is going across the box there. He couldn't get to it. Well, this is the goal from Juan Mata we're going to see here. It's wonderfully struck. And it just adds to the brilliance that Manchester United have expressed in this game. They may not really have many available strikers, but when Manchester United play like this, they don't need them. Oh, Juan Mata, exquisite. And the pass, unfortunately, not as good, but total ball, Prowse. Tadic. And it's cleared for United throw-in. And the Wolves will take it. Vasquez. Prowse. Smalling. Special players. And it's actually Rodriguez that's penalised. Manchester United just looking so comfortable and controlled and composed. Southampton have been rather wasteful with the chances, to be honest. Oh, Martial, he cuts inside the box. Anthony Martial, 4-0. And surely it's one more goal and they will equal the first result against Southampton. And Anthony Martial, he just found it too easy, didn't he? And this kid is really looking the part. Criticised the transfer window ago as being a waste of money. And I'm telling you something right now, no one's laughing at Anthony Martial anymore. This kid's the real deal. He's got a long way to prove himself at only 19, but if he can produce what he has produced so far this season, well, you can dare to dream big, can't you? Anthony Martial is really looking the part now. No one is laughing at him anymore. Anthony Martial just made things get serious. 4-0. And United for yet another game. We've scored 3 or more goals here. I think it's like the 4th in a row that's happened. United just sparkling under the night sky tonight. Nothing Southampton can do about it. And we're going chasing after a football. It's a common sight, isn't it? There's Marta. Going to play in Henwood, you know. Schweinsteiger to Mata. And a goal for Swansea against Everton. Saved by Skidgeboard twice. One from Mata and one from Martial. Swansea taking a 2-1 lead at Everton at Goodison Park. Go back in. Martial. Anthony Martial shoots. Skidgeboard struggles with it. And unfortunately nothing else doing there. 9 minutes to go and Manchester United could well score 5 or 6 here. It's looking so easy for them. Schweinsteiger. Krause. Southampton could have easily scored 2 or 3 themselves, to be honest. And that man David De Gea has kept them out yet again. Martial got pushed there, but he got the ball anyway. Here he comes again. Here's Main. So Manchester United, despite not buying anyone in the transfer window, I think they've proven why. There's no need. The 4 goals scored against Southampton today. And the blip against Liverpool seems a long time ago now. Since then, they've beaten 3 or 4 teams in a row by 3 goals or more. Chelsea by 5. Schweinsteiger, brilliant stuff. Cleared away. That's the best Southampton can do. Can't contain them, you can just try to keep them out as long as possible. Rose. That's not that great. It's the ball. Assistance from Aaron Henwood of all people. Who else? Marta rise to challenge. And finally, Southampton can actually close someone down. 3 minutes of added time. If we could add 10 and United would still win here. It's so comfortable. It's a performance worthy of the word champions tonight. Tadic. Vasquez. Krause, and Vasquez is over the bar. Or Main actually, and that's the story of the night for Southampton, I'm afraid. which has been way over the bar too many times. Well, Manchester United have been clinical and deadly today. They have played magnificently against Southampton today. No answer. 4-0. Manchester United having probably their best result and best performance of the season by far. An absolutely stunning performance. David De Gea obviously doing his part as well. Another clean sheet for the future legend if he keeps up like that. And the whole team tonight for Manchester United was the man of the match in most fans' eyes. It was sparkling and brilliant stuff. Aaron Henwood with a penalty in the first half. Putting it away, and it just went on from there. Anthony Martial getting one right at the end. Actually, Mata and Danny Rose with a superb piece of skill, and Mata with almost equally superb performance. It's all been superb. That's the word for today. Manchester United 4, Southampton 0. It's beginning quite a theme, isn't it? In the other fixtures for today, Arsenal and Chelsea ended in a 1-1 draw at the Emirates. Crystal Palace and Spurs having the same scoreline. Everton losing by 2-1 at Swansea City. That last update was the last goal of the game. Mark Hughes gets another win for Stoke against Leicester City by 1-0. Manchester United just thumping Southampton by another 4 goals. Like we said, it's becoming quite a theme. Sunderland 1, Bournemouth 0. It's unfortunate for Bournemouth, but they should be okay. Watford and Newcastle 1-1. In the Birmingham derby, West Brom grabbing a late winner. Well, actually, Aston Villa grabbing a late consolation, it seems, because they were 2-0 down at that point. West Ham 0, Manchester City 1 is the score at the Bowling Ground. So let's have a look at the Barclays Premier League table. And as we said, Manchester United going top of the league. Superior goal difference now by 9 ahead of Manchester City, who also have jumped into the top spot. Well, equal first actually, with a worse goal difference than United, but better than Liverpool. So the two Manchester clubs have benefited from their games in hand, and now it's all evened up. Chelsea 4th, Arsenal 5th. No real change there. Spurs 6th, Stoke up to 7th. Aston Villa, despite losing, still in 8th. Sunderland 9th. And Everton completing the top 10, Bournemouth in 13th, Leicester in 16th. The relegation zone is as it was last week, Watford, Swansea City and Norwich City.